Hey everybody, good morning. Bobby Marr here, and today I want to do again one of my morning Facebook Live videos. I'm trying to come here every morning around 9 a.m. ish, 9:10 today. It's not bad, and I want to take on a topic about the power of connection. And today's topic is something that I've actually expressed in one of my power of connection rules 5 years ago, but something I've been saying for a long, long time, which is if you can't listen, you can't change. And let me explain how that works. It works in several ways. One is if you can't listen to what someone's presenting you in terms of an argument or information or evidence, then you're not going to be able to change and grow for the better if that evidence is really good evidence or information. That's the first thing. The second thing is that if you can't listen to somebody that presents you with a different point of view or a different type of evidence, then you're not going to be able to change or grow the relationship for the better and create better connection or better understanding with one another. So again, that's where, and again, if you like what you're hearing, by all means like and comment and share your stuff. That's the other thing that comes into play. You won't actually be able to change the relationship for the better. So that becomes an issue as well. And then also when it comes to listening, if you can't listen to people in terms of your customers, how are you going to change your product or your services to be better and help your business grow? Similarly, if you can't listen to the people you represent, like in politics, and what they're saying and how they're saying it, then how will you be able to change things for the better? And if you can't listen to people that are supporting you in your cause or whatever passion you're seeking, then how can you change for the better so that you have greater impact? I had a meeting the other day, and the person gave me some really great feedback. And I said, you know what, okay, I'm listening to this, let's try it. And then I just shifted my way of thinking and what I was planning, and I added a new thought to my plan based on the feedback that they were telling me. Because it's so important to listen. Yes, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Yes, exactly. The relationship's supposed to be two-way. I mean, if you can't listen, you're blocked the road. That's nice. I mean, often I get into conversations that are, especially on Facebook, but also sometimes in real life, where they're one way. They're not even listening or acknowledging what I'm saying. That's really what active listening is about. Active listening is about listening to understand the person as opposed to listening to counter or to throw back an argument at them to kind of slap them in the face. So you want to try to understand them, and no matter what their opinion is. If it's really absolutely goes beyond yours, a heinous opinion, you still have to take a little bit of time to listen to it to a point. Then, of course, at a certain point, you may find out they're not listening to you at all. But you have to be able to take the time to do that. And that's what active listening is really all about. A lot of people struggle with that. They, Facebook conversations and Twitter conversations are a perfect example of this, where someone will, make a point or, use some sort of logic or argument, and then the person who talks to it doesn't even acknowledge any of that stuff. They're not listening. When I watch on the news and they have all these like political pundits who then pivot, and the moderator asks them a question and they don't even answer the question, or they half answer the question and they pivot to something completely different. It's like they're not listening, and that type of not listening, again, you're also not going to, if you can't listen, you're not going to change people's minds. If I'm trying to make an argument, I'm trying to actually change your mind about something, how can I possibly change your mind? I mean, yes, evidence can usually work, but as we've seen, some people defy evidence. They don't trust evidence, or they just say they don't believe it. And so how do you do that? Well, then the only other way to change someone else's mind is to listen to them. To listen to them, have them say what they want to say, and then you can respond with your thoughts. So listening is an incredible skill. It's one of the best power of connection rules that I use. And again, if you have any other questions or comments, please post them below. Let me know what you think. What are some comments? I'm doing a Facebook live chat every morning because I'm trying to get people engaged and talking about how to connect with people, whether it's personal or professional. And if you have questions on anything regarding personal relationships, parents, children, your partners, your friends, or if you have questions regarding people in business, like work and all that, I want to help people by answering questions about how to listen better, how to connect better, how to engage better. I'm thinking about starting a Facebook group that's purely on connection, and I can help support people doing that. But that's why I do these Facebook live chats, because I want people to understand that connection is so important. It's actually going to make the world a better place. So, listening is one of the best skills, and it allows you to understand where someone's coming from, and then help change them, but also helps you. If you can listen, you can change yourself, and then if you can change yourself, then you can change everybody. So it happens whether it's a Facebook post or whether it's a Twitter or whether it's in real life, in business, in personal life, even couples. I mean, couples. If your wife or your husband says something to you and you're like, I mean, how are you going to change for the better? So it takes a lot of courage for someone to put it out there on the table, but then you have to take that in and absorb it and listen to it and process it. And even better, one thing I'll say is, like, if you can repeat what your understanding of that person is. Thanks, Kelly. I try to be positive, absolutely. If you can repeat what the person is saying back to them in a way that they're like, yeah, this person listens to me, that's key. That's key. So what you're saying is X, Y, Z, you need X, Y, Z. If you say that, you're taking the time to really invest in that person. Again, whether it's your parents, children, your friends, or your intimate partner, you're showing that you care enough to really invest and to listen. And that is gold in terms of currency, in terms of connection currency. It's bankable. So take the time to really listen to each other, acknowledge what they're saying, try to not always attack them and confront them. You can certainly make your point, but first, acknowledge that you're listening, because if you want them to listen to you, you have to listen to them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be here every morning around 9-ish a.m. talking about stuff about the connection. Throw your questions and comments below. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll answer anything that you guys want to talk about in the next days. All right, have a great day. Talk soon.